Ducati course, the Italian behemoth that has defined this MotoGP era, is no stranger to dominance. Since the dawn of the 2020s, their rapid acceleration in both development and strategy has left rivals scrambling to catch up. But in 2025, with a rejuvenated Marc Marquez at the helm and 10 victories out of the opening 12 rounds, Ducati's empire has never looked more powerful or more vulnerable. Marquez's seamless adaptation to the Desmosedici GP25 has stunned even the most seasoned paddock observers. His recent fifth consecutive sprint and Grand Prix double at the Czech Grand Prix not only extended his personal tally to 8 full race wins this year, but also put him 120 points clear atop the championship standings.
Welcome to GP Time. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.
Ducati, riding on his brilliance and a suite of strong performances from its satellite riders, leads the manufacturer's table by over 240 points. Yet behind this breathtaking dominance lies a growing sense of urgency and perhaps even unease. In a candid post-race media briefing, Ducati general manager Gigi Dall'Igna struck a tone rarely heard from the winning side caution. "We are enjoying a strong phase, yes, but make no mistake, our rivals are not sleeping. They are working, quietly and dangerously. The second half of the season will not be easy," he said. He wasn't just offering lip service to the competition. At Brno, Aprilia and KTM both broke into the podium, with Maverick Vinales and Brad Binder delivering performances that were not only strategic, but aggressive, showing real pace and control in the latter stages of the race. "This isn't just about horsepower anymore," Dall'Igna continued. "This is about psychology, consistency, and momentum. Aprilia, KTM, even Yamaha in some corners, they're beginning to put the puzzle together." While Ducati's lead in the championship remains mathematically comfortable, the margins are tightening on track. KTM has brought aerodynamic updates that have improved braking stability, while Aprilia has refined their electronics package and corner entry behavior. These developments are slowly closing the gap in areas where Ducati once held a monopoly. For now, Marquez remains the untouchable benchmark. At 32, the former 8-time world champion is riding with the hunger of a rookie and the wisdom of a master. His ability to dissect a race weekend from free practice setup to Sunday execution has become almost surgical. "It's about never being satisfied," Marquez told reporters in Brno. "Even when we win, I look at the data and say, where can I go faster? Where did the bike feel nervous? That's what makes the difference in this game." That relentless drive has blended perfectly with Ducati's technical brilliance. The GP25, praised for its balance between raw power and agility, has become the class benchmark. The harmony between bike and rider is evident in every sector time, every braking zone, every late lunge that sticks. But Marquez knows all too well how quickly things can change. "MotoGP evolves fast," he said. "If we relax even a little, we're vulnerable." Beyond the external competition, Ducati must also manage internal dynamics. Managing egos and ambitions will be key, especially if race wins start becoming more contested between Ducati riders themselves. Elsewhere, KTM is expected to unleash a major update package for their home round at the Red Bull Ring, while Aprilia is reportedly preparing new carbon fiber chassis elements to improve flexibility and feedback, areas where they've struggled against Ducati's polished balance. With 9 rounds still remaining, including high-speed circuits like Silverstone, the technical Misano layout, and the unpredictable weather of Motegi, Dall'Igna's warning feels more like a prophecy than a precaution. The second half of the season could prove treacherous, and Ducati knows that early season form doesn't guarantee silverware. Supremacy, as Dall'Igna noted, is not a state, it's a process. You have to earn it every single weekend. If we think we've already won, we've already lost. MotoGP 2025 may currently belong to Ducati and Marc Marquez, but the paddock is shifting. Beneath the polished victories and podium celebrations, rivals are plotting, machines are evolving, and challengers are rising. As the championship caravan prepares to roll into the intense summer schedule, fans around the world are being treated to a season that, while dominated by one team, is far from predictable. And that's the magic of MotoGP. One moment of glory can be erased by one moment of brilliance from someone else. He didn't walk away with a trophy, but, according to Ducati general manager Gigi Dall'Igna, Francesco Pecco Bagnaia delivered his strongest performance of the 2025 MotoGP season at the Czech Grand Prix. Despite missing out on the podium and continuing a dry spell that stretches back to the third round of the season, Bagnaia didn't hold back in his praise. He called it Bagnaia's best weekend so far, a sign that the two-time world champion is finally finding his rhythm again. Bagnaia had to fight his way through Q1 on Saturday, but came out swinging with his first pole position of the season, an emotional boost in a year full of struggles. He backed it up with a rocket start in the sprint race, leading the early laps with authority before a technical issue knocked him out of podium contention. Then came Sunday's main event, where Bagnaia once again launched strong from pole. He looked poised to grab his second full-length win of the year, but gradually slipped back due to persistent brake issues that plagued his GP25. He ultimately crossed the line in fourth, less than 4 seconds behind teammate and race winner Marc Marquez. While the result didn't light up the leaderboard, Bagnaia was clear Bagnaia's pace, effort, and attitude spoke volumes. Pecco was really impressive, Bagnaia said in Ducati's post-race debrief. He had a great start just like he did in Saturday's sprint after taking his first pole of the season. He led, he fought, and he stayed strong until the very end. He came really close to the podium. He deserved it, honestly, especially after what happened in the sprint. He added, P4 may not sound like much, but considering the progression and the way he rode, it was huge. For me, this was his best weekend of the year. The sentiment reflects a subtle shift within Ducati. While the team continues to ride high on Marc Marquez's championship domination, there's an unmistakable desire to lift Bagnaia back into the spotlight. He may be trailing, but the spirit is still there. And so is the fight. Heading into the summer break, Bagnaia sits 168 points behind Marquez and has essentially ruled himself out of title contention. Since his win in Austin, gifted after Marquez's crash, he's struggled to assert himself as Ducati's second-best rider, let alone a title challenger. That honor currently belongs to Alex Marquez, Marc's brother, who leads Bagnaia by 48 points in the battle for second place overall. Despite the numbers, Bagnaia remains encouraged by what he saw at Brno. It wasn't just about lap times or position, it was about presence, leadership, and a return to the relentless style that once made Bagnaia a back-to-back champion. He showed real character, Bagnaia said. He fought through qualifying, led races, dealt with setbacks, and stayed in the fight. That's the heart of a champion, and that's what we need from him for the rest of the season. With 9 rounds to go, the odds are long. But in a sport where momentum can shift in an instant, Brno might just mark the beginning of a second wind for Bagnaia. Whether he can reclaim his former glory or not, one thing's clear. Ducati isn't giving up on their champion, and Pecco Bagnaia isn't done fighting. In MotoGP, grit sometimes matters more than gold, and in Brno, Bagnaia delivered plenty of both.